Welcome to this new video from Health Horizon. Today, what if losing weight quickly wasn't just about diet or exercise, but about unlocking a hidden code your body doesn't want you to know? People spend months fighting to see results, but there are methods, some shocking, some controversial, that can trigger change almost overnight. For years, experts have debated whether fast weight loss is safe, but here's the truth. It works. And when it works, it can set off a chain reaction in your body and your mind that makes staying on track almost addictive. In this video, we're pulling back the curtain, from the psychology of quick results to the brutal calorie math, the war on sugar and fat, and even the extreme diets that insiders whisper about. We're uncovering the full story. But remember, once you know what really drives fast weight loss, you can't unhear it. What if I told you that the very first days of a diet could decide whether you succeed or give up? Most people think losing weight is all about discipline, but the truth is your brain plays the biggest role. When the scale moves quickly at the start, something fascinating happens. Your motivation skyrockets. It's like your mind locks into challenge mode. Each pound gone isn't just a number. It's proof that the effort is paying off, and that little spark keeps you chasing the next win. But here's the part many people don't realize. If the results don't come fast enough, the opposite happens. You begin to doubt yourself, frustration builds, and suddenly that late-night snack feels impossible to resist. That's why some experts argue that a fast start isn't just helpful, it might be the secret weapon for long-term success. There are even whispers in the fitness world that certain jumpstart diets are designed purely to shock the body into dropping weight in those first crucial days, just to keep the brain hooked. It sounds dramatic, but think about it. What's more addictive than quick results? And yet, this is only the beginning of the story, because while psychology can fuel the fire, the real battle is fought in the numbers. Calories in versus calories out. And that's where things get controversial. Here's the cold reality. Every diet in the world, no matter how fancy it sounds, comes down to one thing: eating fewer calories than you burn. It sounds simple, but when you actually see how far some people push this, it becomes shocking. Take this. The average woman needs about 2,000 calories a day to maintain her weight. Drop her intake to 1,500 and she'll lose around 3 kilos in a month. Cut it to 900 and the scale could fall by 5 kilos. Push it down to 600 and the body practically melts weight off. Sounds effective, right? But here's the catch. It's also brutally hard. That's why crash diets are one of the most controversial tools in nutrition. Some experts call them dangerous, while others quietly admit they can work if used short-term. Rumors even suggest that before red carpet events, certain celebrities secretly go on starvation-style regimens to look slimmer overnight. But cutting calories isn't just about eating less. It's about how your body reacts. Push too hard, and you risk fatigue, nutrient gaps, and even muscle loss. Play it smart, and you can still trick your body into dropping pounds without feeling like you're starving. The debate is fierce. Is it better to slash calories aggressively for fast results, or to play the long game with slow, steady progress? Either way, one thing is clear: numbers matter. And yet, numbers alone aren't enough, because what you eat matters just as much as how much you eat. And that's where sugar and fat enter the war zone. If calories are the battlefield, then sugar and fat are the secret weapons hiding in plain sight. Most people believe fat is the enemy because 1 gram of fat has more than double the calories of sugar. But here's the twist: sugar can be far more dangerous for your cravings and metabolism. Why? Because sugar doesn't just add calories, it plays tricks on your brain. Studies have shown that eating too many carbs can spike your hunger, mess with hormones, and keep you locked in a cycle of wanting more. In fact, research suggests that cutting carbs to less than 40 grams a day can put your body into its maximum fat-burning mode. That's why low-carb diets have built such a cult following. But not everyone agrees. Some nutritionists argue that cutting carbs too hard is risky, leading to fatigue, mood swings, or worse. Others say the short-term results are worth it. And here's where it gets interesting. Rumors claim that in Hollywood, certain actors drop almost all carbs before filming intense roles, just to carve out that shredded look in record time. So which is the real villain, sugar or fat? The truth is, both play their part. Fat is calorie-dense, but sugar has the power to hijack your hunger. That's why experts often recommend cutting sugar first if you want quick results. Still, the debate rages on and the controversy isn't slowing down. But even after slashing calories, sugar, and fat, there's still another piece of the puzzle, something so simple, most people overlook it. And that's movement. Here's the part nobody expects. You don't actually have to spend hours in the gym to speed up weight loss. In fact, even something as simple as walking fast can burn as many calories as shaving an extra 200 off your daily meals. Think about that. 40 minutes of brisk walking can be the same as skipping dessert. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Trainers whisper that for beginners, walking might actually outperform hardcore workouts. Why? Because when you're dieting, your body is already under stress. Push too hard in the gym, and fatigue or injuries creep in. Keep it simple with steady walking or interval walks. 5 minutes at a normal pace, 1 minute faster, and you'll torch calories without wrecking your energy. Some people even call this the silent hack of weight loss. It's low impact, easy to stick with, and it makes your calorie deficit bigger without feeling like punishment. The secret isn't grinding yourself down, it's consistency. But of course, for the people who want results at lightning speed, even this isn't enough. That's where the most extreme controversial methods come in, the ones nutritionists rarely talk about in public. And that's exactly what we're about to uncover. This is the part most experts avoid mentioning, at least in public. The truth is, there are diets so aggressive that they're almost never recommended for the average person. But behind the scenes, these methods still exist, and they get used when someone absolutely needs to lose weight fast. One of the most infamous examples is the protein-only shock diet. Instead of eating balanced meals, you strip things down to the bare minimum. Egg whites, fat-free dairy, maybe a few vegetables, and lots of water. It's brutally simple, and yes, brutally hard. But here's why it's so tempting. The pounds drop off at lightning speed. Nutritionists will warn that this approach should only be done under medical supervision, if at all. And yet, rumors persist that before runway shows or film shoots, some performers quietly turn to these ultra-restrictive plans for a week to achieve dramatic results. Whether it's true or not, the idea of a secret weapon diet keeps circulating in the fitness world. There's also a slightly less extreme version, still very low in calories but with a bit more variety. Think lean proteins, non-oily vegetables, and fat-free yogurt. It's easier than the protein-only plan, but it can still deliver 2 to 3 kilos of weight loss in the very first week. The takeaway? These extreme methods aren't magic. They're just harsh calorie cuts designed for short bursts, not for long-term living. They can work, but they're not without risks. And that brings us back to the bigger question. How far should you go for fast results? So what have we seen? Losing weight quickly isn't just about food. It's about psychology, numbers, and strategy. A fast start can trick your brain into staying motivated. Cutting calories works, but it comes with risks. Sugar and fat play hidden roles in cravings, and even a simple walk can rival the toughest workouts. And for those chasing immediate results, extreme diets exist, but they're not for the faint of heart. At the end of the day, the methods are there. Some are simple, others controversial, and a few are downright brutal. But here's the real question. How much are you willing to sacrifice for speed? A few weeks of discomfort for fast progress, or a slower path that's easier to sustain? There's no single answer, only choices. And sometimes the most powerful transformation isn't just in your body, but in how you think about the journey itself. So tell me, if you had the chance to drop weight fast, knowing the risks, would you take it?